Fans are worried after Chrisean Rock appeared in public with her 2-year-old son, Chrisean Jesus Porter, who is still unable to walk, talk, or hold his head up. The internet is involved again, and now that Chrisean Rock has made another public appearance with her son, Chrisean Jesus Porter Jr., who is now nearly 2 years old, the warning signs are more clear than ever. Almost everyone can see that something is off, even at the age of 2. This infant still cannot walk, talk, hold his head up, or follow a simple object with his eyes. In addition, fans have been making assumptions about his health ever since he first appeared online.
You feel me? Because obviously he outside, he not happy. I'm outside and not happy. So that was the whole, process of okay. I'm sorry. Why your feelings be hurt like that? Okay. You're not crying.
This most recent public appearance has turned whispers into a full-fledged commotion. Let's tell the truth, the concern wasn't created today. When Chrisean posted her first video of Junior at 4 months old, it all began. In that video, she was candid and emotional, even breaking down in tears as she held her baby and called parenthood the most beautiful thing in the world. She praised her infant's strength, intelligence, and growing genius, but viewers didn't see that.
I want to put up $5,000 that Blueface and Chrisean Rock have a baby. Let's start making bets now. Come on now, I'm calling. I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface have a baby. Baby gonna be dumb in the. They not gonna have a healthy baby. I got on it right now. I got $2,000. I got a side bet that the baby don't make it. I got a $2,000 side bet that they baby don't make it. Who wanna bet? If it ain't gonna be, it's gonna be autistic. Or if it ain't be autistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
Internet users immediately called attention to Junior's sloppy head movements, poor eye coordination, and screeching cat-like howls, none of which seemed appropriate for a healthy baby. Numerous individuals with their own children, medical professionals, and worried parents began to leave comments. Chrisean Rock is in denial when it comes to Junior, says one fan. He's not getting better by 4 months of age. He should be able to coo, raise his chest on his stomach, and follow things.
Walking, playing football, everything. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like and what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that? So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this, bro. You know why? Cause all the glory to God, bro. Like, y'all gonna be looking real stupid.
She's out here instead, saying he can smell her marijuana. In addition, the infant continued to meow. He wasn't literally crying like a baby. He shouted, sounding more like an animal than a baby. That scream alone sparked concerns about possible neurological issues or developmental abnormalities that might be signs of fetal alcohol syndrome or some other unknown disease. Chrisean supporters, of course, hurried to hurry. They swiftly brushed the criticism aside, calling the internet nasty, judgmental, and ignorant. Even if something was wrong, they said, it was probably genetic and had nothing to do with what she had done during her pregnancy, and the child was just developing at his own pace.
Why did you post the photo of the hernia? Because that blew the internet up.
It was taking too long. It was taking too long.
What was?
The hernia.
For her to get care?
Yeah, okay. It was taking way too long. I wasn't notified until maybe a week after she had the baby. And then I'm telling her like, she sent me the picture and I'm looking like, How is this okay for you? Like,
When he posted that, I didn't look at the photo
Hey, let me
because
put my feet up, yo.
you sent him the photo because what? Like, explain.
This is his son, yo. I'm like, he texts my phone about, you doing this, little baby. I'm like, bro, your son is about to go under anesthesia for a big hernia. Can I just at least get a little bit, break? Like, do you care about our son's life right now, bro? Like, this what it looks like. I'm not capping. Can you calm down? I didn't know he was gonna post it.
And some even charged critics with impersonating licensed physicians, but that's when the trouble starts. Christian's pregnancy was dangerous since it wasn't only turbulent. She still threw parties. She was still having trouble. She kept smoking and drinking. She was often seen fighting, going to clubs, live streaming, and proudly holding bottles, as though she were at a bachelorette party. She did all of this while carrying Junior inside her. If that wasn't proof enough, Blueface, the man she claims is Junior's father, officially admitted it in one of his now famous tweets. "My son is not healthy because she smoked, drank, and got hit during her entire pregnancy," he said. She couldn't even take a month off. The words weren't unclear. They were direct. A strong denunciation of her entire pregnancy. He even claimed that she smoked on the way to the hospital and during the delivery. Think about that for a moment. To make matters worse, Christian went live on Instagram one evening to defend the massive tattoo of Blueface's mugshot, image that she had recently had done on her face instead of checking in on her infant. But as she screamed and shouted into the phone, spectators heard something else in the background. Her baby is crying, and this cry wasn't your normal baby cry, to be honest. It was high-pitched, awful, and upsetting.
It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world.
Some even charged critics with impersonating licensed physicians. But that's when the trouble starts. Christian's pregnancy was dangerous since it wasn't only turbulent. She still threw parties. She was still having trouble. She kept smoking and drinking. She was often seen fighting, going to clubs, live streaming, and proudly holding bottles, as though she were at a bachelorette party. She did all of this while carrying Junior inside her. If that wasn't proof enough, Blueface, the man she claims is Junior's father, officially admitted it in one of his now famous tweets. "My son is not healthy because she smoked, drank, and got hit during her entire pregnancy," he said. She couldn't even take a month off. The words weren't unclear. They were direct. A strong denunciation of her entire pregnancy. He even claimed that she smoked on the way to the hospital and during the delivery. Think about that for a moment. To make matters worse, Christian went live on Instagram one evening to defend the massive tattoo of Blueface's mugshot, image that she had recently had done on her face instead of checking in on her infant. But as she screamed and shouted into the phone, spectators heard something else in the background. Her baby is crying, and this cry wasn't your normal baby cry, to be honest. It was high-pitched, awful, and upsetting.
Okay, so it's been confirmed that Chrisean Jr. is in fact blind in both eyes, and that was confirmed by Clarissa Blueface's mom. And I'm telling you, I have to go back and watch the video to when they was in a restaurant, because that's the first thing my mind went to. They was in a restaurant and Chrisean was trying to feed him mashed potatoes, and he wasn't grabbing for the spoon. He wasn't even opening up his mouth, and it makes sense now because he could not see anything. It all makes sense. He wasn't even really blinking. He was just straight staring into the distance. And it's just sad. We all knew something was wrong. Even though she did confirm some type of syndrome that causes him to cry like he's a cat. They did confirm that. At least Clarissa confirmed that. I don't remember Chrisean confirming anything like that. But man, my heart really goes out to this little boy, because his mom was definitely smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. And we all seen her on Blueface and Chrisean little TV show. We seen her on the Bad Girls Club. We seen her out in the club.
Lack of social skills, and the list of warning indicators goes on and on. Some even speculate that Junior may be blind because he doesn't blink or track his eyes. It's also not a theory that happened by accident. Similar concerns were voiced by Carissa Blueface's mother in a heartbreaking video, saying, "I stared into his face and couldn't tell if he was staring at me, the sky, or nothing at all. It broke my heart." Despite everything, Chrisean insists her child is fine. In a recent video, she claimed that he was playing, walking, and doing all the things that a toddler his age should be doing. But I knew there was a video, a live uncut video of Junior, and again he seemed confused still, and unaware of his surroundings. Let's be clear, by the time they are 24 months old, the majority of kids can walk and even run, recognize people and objects, follow instructions, express their emotions, and speak in rudimentary phrases. You're still not looking, not talking, and not moving, Junior. Because of this, people are agitated. The comment, "Chrisean Rock really pisses me off," was posted. Your baby needs professional help, but acknowledging that would mean accepting responsibility for your behavior during pregnancy, and she isn't ready for that. This brings us to one of the story's most tragic elements, the hernia incident. Junior had a visible hernia, which is an uncomfortable and potentially dangerous condition. Additionally, according to Blueface, Chrisean delayed his surgery, she missed appointments, dragged her feet, and neglected follow-ups. Blueface's social media revelation of the hernia even forced her to take action. Yes, by sharing a photo of his child's condition online. He publicly shamed Chrisean and made him a better mother. But when asked why he released it, he responded that it was taking too long, which simply made the situation worse. "I didn't find out until a week after his birth, upon seeing the image. I called and wondered why this was acceptable to her." In addition to Sheen, she admitted to mailing him the picture, but said she had no idea he would share it. She asked, "Can I just get a little break? While your son is going to be placed under anesthesia. You're texting me about drama. Are you worried about our son's life, for instance?" Both of them are fighting, each is asserting that the other is unsuitable, and in the middle of this battlefield sits a newborn who didn't ask for any of this. Blueface's mother has had enough. In another video, Carissa discussed her initial thoughts about her grandchild in a direct and honest manner. "I didn't want to accept it, even though I thought the internet was exaggerating. It still hurt my heart to see him in that restaurant. He was not reaching for the spoon. He wasn't even opening his mouth. We now know the reason for his blindness. He was blind. That baby needs assistance. Currently, millions of people are missing every milestone, gazing into space, and hearing a newborn wail in pain at every turn. His mother is still adamant that he is well. Regardless of who is at fault, the drama, the tattoos, the drugs, the parties, the fights, and the shadow, this child ultimately needs care. Professional, developmental, and medical support. And more damage is done the longer this goes on and the more Cyprian opposes it. For Junior's physical well-being and future, now that we've covered everything we can, it's your turn. What do you think? Does Chrisean have any denials? Could Blueface be using this situation? Most importantly, who is genuinely looking out for Junior? Tell us in the space provided for comments. Additionally, the drama in the story is real, and the baby deserves more, so be sure to return for the next video.